Hello everyone, Mr. Creepy as Hell here. Before we get started with this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you cut on all notification bells as well to make sure you get notified whenever I release a new video. Also, if you enjoy this video, please like and share. It really helps me out. And one more thing, when you're watching my videos,
make sure you keep all the lights on.
I was always one of those people that never get involved in other people's dramas or mess. Whenever I see couples fighting, I look the other way or I mind my business. Whenever I see a parent yelling at a kid or even slapping a kid, I mind my own business. That's how I was before something terrifying happened. And what happened made me wish I could have stuck my nose into their business. Maybe if I had done that, then this devastating thing would have never happened, and I wouldn't have this pile of guilt weighing me down. But my therapist told me it's best if I record this, to talk about this, to unleash the trauma I feel and the guilt that I feel for not saying anything, for minding my own business. My name is Peter, and this happened to me about 7 years ago. I had lived in my new apartment for about 6 months now. I was 20 at the time, and I had just got me a good paying job. I was making good money, living a good life. I had no girlfriend at the time. I was just single. I enjoyed my own company, and that's how I liked it at the time. One day, as I was getting ready to leave out for work, I noticed that someone made a graffiti on the side of my car door. It was the side where I would go to get in to drive, so it was the driver's side door. I was upset at this because I was still paying the car off, and whoever done this, I was gonna make sure they pay. I was appalled by this. Luckily, I had a camera that hooked up to my mirrors on my car. I replayed it, and I saw a hooded little boy going towards my car and spray painting it. When I looked closer, I knew exactly who the boy was. His name was Scooter, and he was a very troubled kid. He lived with his mother, who was a single woman. His father, from what I've been told, walked out of his life when he was only 6 years old. He was 13 at the time, and this kid does nothing but get into trouble. I was very pissed off because I had bought that car at the time off the showroom. It was a very, very brand new car, and it pissed me off. So I went to the apartment of where Scooter lives. As soon as I made my way over there to the apartment, I banged on the door, almost knocking it off its hinges. His mother answered the door, annoyed. She was a heavy smoker, so she had a very rough, dry voice each time she talked. "What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you knocking on my door this loud, early in the morning? You need to keep a leash on your son's Scooter. He just graffitied my car. I just bought it," I yelled at her back. Fine, I'll have him to clean your fucking car. Happy now? Scooter, get your fucking butt out here and clean this man's car off, now, she demanded her son. Her son came out, rolling his eyes and stomping his foot, like she interrupted him doing something very important. I walked him towards my apartment, and I grabbed a bucket and some water, and I told him where to clean it off at. About 30 minutes later, he was able to clean the graffiti off my car. And then after he got done, he turned to me and asked, Peter, would it be alright if I can, stay over at your place for a little bit? Until my mom comes down. I think she's real mad at me. She gets real mad whenever I, act up and do bad things. I apologize for spraying your car and messing it up. I can do other things around your apartment if you want me to. I'll do anything not to go back to my mom right away. Oh, wow, Scooter, that's nice of you, and I accept your apology, but I gotta get to work. And I'm pretty sure your mom wants you back in with her anyway. That's when Scooter gave me a strange look. His eyes were wide and he was shaking. And I swear to you that every color in his body just drained. He was pale. I never seen him look like that before. He was shaking. And then I tried my very best to encourage him to go back to his mother. He did eventually. He slowly walked back to his apartment complex. And as he was walking, he kept on turning around like he was making sure that's what I want him to do, hoping that I would call him back and change my mind. But I waved at him, letting him know that he was all good and he'd done everything I needed him to do. After that, I got in my car and I head off to work. For the next 10 hours, I was deep into work until my shift ended at 9 p.m. I got in my car and I drove back home. It was around 10 o'clock when I got home. For the next 5 days, that was my schedule. The only thing I noticed was I never saw Scooter outside of the apartment complex riding his bicycle or skateboarding. It was kind of odd. I always would catch him doing something that he has no business doing. But I didn't see him. I was a little bit concerned, but I paid it no mind. On my day off, I got up and I went to a friend's house for a party. It was around 12 p.m. when I left out, and I still didn't see Scooter. When I got back, it was around 5 p.m. I was making my way back into my apartment when I noticed I saw Scooter sitting outside of my apartment, but there was something different about him. He was more quieter, and when he looked up, I noticed there was a patch on his left eye, and I also noticed there were scars on him as well. He was shaking. That's when he looked up to me and he asked, "Hey Peter, nice seeing you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I was wondering if I could come over to your place and hang out. Maybe we can play video games or something. I'm really bored. I'm pretty sure my mom needs a little bit of a break from me anyway." And before I had a chance to even respond to him, that's when I heard his mother call out to him, "Scooter, get your ass back in the house right now. Stop bothering people. Leave him alone. Do you want me to get mad at you again? Because it's not going to be pretty when I get mad at you. You already know what happened the last time I got mad at you." Pale as a ghost, Scooter turned towards me with his wide eyes, pleading that I would say something, but I didn't. To be honest with you, I was tired, and I didn't really want to be bothered with anyone. I saw his mother grabbed him by the arm, yanked him up, and tugged him towards their apartment. I didn't bother to see what was going on. I just went inside. As I was sitting down and trying to collect my thoughts after being at a party for a while, I overheard Scooter's mother screaming at him. She was screaming real loud. I heard things being broken, things being slammed around, but once again, I didn't care. I didn't make it my business. She obviously was getting on him for a reason, so it's not my place to step in. After that, I went back to work, and I worked it for 2 weeks straight. But I noticed I never saw Scooter at all. Eventually, I noticed that I didn't see Scooter's mom's vehicle. It wasn't inside the little garage that we have on our apartment complex area. But once again, I didn't pay it no mind. I just figured that most likely she and her son moved, and that was it. It wasn't until about a month later I woke up to hearing a bunch of officers and police car sirens going. And I noticed that there were police officers going in and out of the house of where Scooter used to live. It was weird to me. I got up and I went out and I tried to ask a neighbor about what happened. And what they told me made chills ran all over my body. And it led me to have so much regret. I was told that Scooter was dead. They found his body inside of a black plastic bag. His body was chopped up into several pieces. It was very graphic and gruesome. And the only way the officers knew to come here was because the landlord was knocking on Scooter's mother's door, and she had missed her payment to pay the landlord. The landlord opened her door to come in because he noticed that she never came out and it was very quiet inside of her apartment complex area. And when he got in, that's when a very foul odor hit his nose. He went into the bathroom, and that's when he saw the black plastic bag. He got curious and opened it, and that's when he discovered Scooter's body. It was later discovered that his mother was very abusive towards him. She would hit him with anything, with her hands, with a gun, with a knife. She harmed him so many times. Not to mention she even sexually abused him as well. It was horrifying. And I was even more shocked about this because there were warning signs. Every time Scooter would ask me if he could stay here with me, that's because he wanted to get away from his abusive mother. And I ignored the signs. His death hit me hard because even though he was a troublemaker, I knew somewhere deep down inside there was a good kid in him, and he just wanted to be better. And now I know why he was the way he was. It was because of his mother, who abused him and didn't love him correctly. I also feel guilty because the signs were there and I choose to mind my own business and ignored it. The way he was acting, I should have took that as a sign. I should have done more. 7 years later, I still hold myself responsible for his death, all because I wanted to mind my own business. My advice I'll give to you is don't be so quick to mind your own business. If you see something that you know is not right or something is way off, act on it, because you can be saving another individual's life and you won't have to live with the guilt like me.